السلام عليكم ورحمة من الله تعالى وبركاته في مهمة جديدة من مهمات لعبة ذا ويتشر 3 وايلد هانت إضافة الدم والنبيذ. مهمة الرجل الذي من سنترا هي مهمة رئيسية. عندما أخبرني جراد لاحقا القصة التي بدأت من لوحة الإعلانات إلى جانب طيب كان يبدو الرجل الذي من سنترا كان يبدو أن الأمور تتجه إلى الحسم، وأن الويتشر سوف يواجه النهاية من نجح لبعض الوقت في التهرب من قبضة جيرالد من الثعبان. كان الرجل السنتري سيظهر في حفلة مسائية جور، وهو نادي خاص يجمع كل أنواع الفنانين الذين كانوا يعتبرون أنفسهم مهمين، وكما أرى فقد كانوا مجموعة من الأفراد الذين حرمتهم الطبيعة من أي موهبة مهمة. لهذا قرروا أن لا ينتجوا المزيد من الأعمال الأفضل، وإنما أن يتذمروا بدلا من ذلك أمام الزبائن الأثرياء، وهو تصرف لطالما شعر بأقصى احتقار له. لكن لنعود إلى الرجل السنتري. قال جيراد وأن هنريتا أنهما سيحضران الحفلة المسائي ويعتقلان هذا الكلب الحقير. طيب قد قبلنا المهمة، وكما قلت هي مهمة رئيسية. ثم سنتوجه إلى الحفل، حيث سوف نلتقي بالدوقان وسوف نبحث عن الرجل السنتري. وطبعا لا يفوتني الاستمتاع بالمشاهد الخلابة في الدوقية. وبما أن جيرالد أصبح من المطلوبين، فهنالك الكثير من اللصوص الذين يتبعونه ويحاولون الليل منه، طبعا بإيعاز من الرجل السنتري. طيب اصعد يا حصان. أنا أيضا مصر. التقي بأن ريتا في زقاق المشعوذين. طيب قد وصلنا إلى زقاق المشعوذين للقاء أن هنريتا. طيب متأخرة. لماذا لا يفاجئوني ذلك الآن؟ طبعا لأنها امرأة والنساء دائما يتأخرون في وقت ما لاحقا. جيرالد ينتظر. طبعا أن هنريتا كانت طلبت من جيرالد تغيير ملابسه حتى تناسب الحفلة كما فعلت هي الآن، لكنه لم يفعل، لم يغير ملابسه. طيب كان ينبغي أن علي أن أصطحبك إلى القصر وأرسلك إلى خياطي. ما هذا الذي ترتديه؟
Luckily, I prepared for just such an eventuality. Here, don this doublet. It's cut.
صدرية بوكلير الأنيقة، بنطلونات بوكلير الأنيقة. ها قد أصبح جيرالد جاهز، وحصلت الدوقة على الدوق ليرافقها في هذه الحفلة.
Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask.
All who attend the Mandragora soiree well. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
لندلف إلى الداخل.
Soiree started.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
طيب قد أدلفنا إلى الداخل.
How do we find the Centurion? Have you a plan?
على
Key is
السنتري.
not to spook him. Need to ask after his partners, Cecilia first.
فإن الذي قد ثلاث الشبهات.
We find her, we find him.
Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an
Madame,
extraordinary
Monsieur.
you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
ابحث عن سيسيليا بلانات.
Cecilia belonged.
بلانت.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It
للتحدث
cannot be
معها.
easy to identify
ليس من
anyone.
السهل التعرف على أي شخص في هذا
Perhaps you
الحجم.
could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
طيب لنرى. عزبة السيدة
He's
أورينا.
always complaining
بوكلا.
about us being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to
إن
me.
المكان ليس لبكامل. إنهم ضيوفنا.
Oriana, she owns
إن أوريانا هي من تملك امرأة ترتدي الثوب الأسود هناك في الشرفة. طيب.
Doesn't wear a mask.
وجدتها لا ترتدي
it. Would be
قلة.
pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find
إذا
Cecilia.
عثرنا على سيسيليا سنعثر على السنتري. طيب ابحث في مظلات الحديقة عن امرأة تضع زهرة أوركيد من كوفير في شعرها. طيب ها قد بدأنا. أنا ريتا استمر يا جلال. طيب
It's not a landscape, Clem. It's a manifestation of the man's soul. لنقوم برسم اللوحة.
Lush and verdant as a field of vines.
Greetings, Witcher.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different yellow.
جيرالد الرسام. طيب
It represents transgression in its purest
لنرميها على هذا الشخص. لا ترمى. طيب
Yes, sure to be a masterpiece.
طيب انتهينا من هنا. لنذهب ونحاول البحث. طيب ماذا يوجد هنا؟
Thoughts as you've made no effort to understand. It's a metaphor of the constant struggle for power and influence.
طيب
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
سنرى.
Still.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
طيب
Never suspected you believed in such things.
هل يوجد شيء هنا؟ طيب لا يوجد شيء.
Ah,
طيب هنا
beautiful.
لنرى. أوه لا نستطيع القراءة.
Pretentious.
The
متغطرس.
That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
طيب
Worst. Now
طيب قد دخلنا. لنرى ما يوجد هنا. أوه استخدم الحواس الويتشر الخاصة بك لتفتش طاولات المرطبات. طيب
We must throw off the manacles.
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look,
Oh, my amour, my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life. Trick.
it a fist tag. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
Its ultimate meaning.
Empty heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
لابد أن سيسيليا تداركته هنا. طيب.
Gift from the Centrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
ما زلنا نستخدم حواس الويتشر. إذا وجدنا رائحة هنا سنحاول تتبع هذه الرائحة. سي حمزة الله يرحم والديك.
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
Aren't they even? Because the rat club seems somewhat tired to me.
It's fine.
إذن الرائحة تقودنا إلى هذا الباب وإلى هذا الحارس الشخصي الذي ربما لن نتردد في جز رأسه.
Mandragora allowed.
Come. We must consider what to do.
طيب.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
واو.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not
عارفها.
mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
هل رأيت سيسيليا بيلانيت؟
Looking for Cecilia Belland. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
واخا دام.
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
استخدم عملية يتتبع رائحة العطر. طيب. طيب قد دخلنا لنرى ما يوجد هنا. اوه
That must be Cecilia.
مذبوحة. يا إلهي.
No pulse. We're too late.
تأخرنا كثيرا. طيب.
He slit her throat.
لقد قطع رقبتها المتوحش.
Didn't go out the door.
وإلا كان الحراس الحارس ليلاحظ.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert
سأحذر أوريانا على الفور.
She should
يجب أن
bring her
تنهي
spy too
حفلتها.
close.
Shouldn't split up.
Get up, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
ألف الهاتشاب. هيا جراد يتصرف بسرعة. طيب. مستخدما حواس الويتشر الخاصة بك تتبع الآثار عبر الشرفة. طيب.
Bloody handprint.
إنه هو.
It's
طيب.
his. Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong too. Broke the flower pot when moving the
قد
door.
كسر إسيس
And stepped
الزهور
in the
عندما
soil.
حرك الباب ثم داس على الطين. طيب.
Must have climbed this ladder made by soiled boots.
طيب هنا يوجد سلم. سلم ممواه بورود أو أشياء. طيب
Could still be here. Need to stay alert.
يجب أن نتوخى الحذر. طيب لا نستطيع الحصول على السيف.
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it.
ارتطم بها وسقط
Sank to
على
the
الأرض.
floor.
طيب
Blood stains. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it.
إذا اللص يسرق
Jewelry
أيضا.
box. Box busted. Picked open probably. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for.
ليست ما أتى من أجله. طيب
Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife.
مزقها
painting, looks like.
بسكين. طيب
Hunting knife, richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Locked. No key in sight. Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone tried
ملطخ
to grab it.
بالدماء. طيب
Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
إذا هل يتوجب أن نقفز نحن أيضا؟
Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this.
لابد أن اللص أتى من أجل هذا. طيب
To it. From a snapped necklace.
حلقات سلسلة بجانبين بقلادة مشدودة. يبدو أن كان هناك نزاع. طيب
Jewel was in
لنرى.
the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it.
حاول
Someone
السنتري
got in his
سرقتها
way.
ولكن اعترض أحدهم طريقه. طيب
They fought, struggled. That's clear.
هذا واضح.
One of them
تلامس
flying out the
أحدهم من
window.
النافذة.
Fall had to
لابد
kill
وأن
him.
السقطة أودت بحياته.
Jewel's still
طيب
here though. So our Centurion must have been the flyer.
أوه
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.
طيب
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and
Jesse?
pushed him hard. He...
Fell out of the window.
Just so.
just how less. أظن أني أعرف ما كان
Claim the
يريد.
man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes.
طيب.
He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewellery.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it many years ago from a young woman.
ما أهمية هذه الجوهرة؟
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years.
طوال سنوات ثم
Then it
اختفى لم
disappeared.
أظنني
I didn't think we would
سنستعيده
ever
أبدا.
recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
يجب أن أتحقق من الأمر وأرى ماذا يوجد هناك. طيب.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. When it
طيب.
gets out, he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
يجب أن نتقدم في هذا.
I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
طيب.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
يبدو أنهما يخفيان شيء ما. واو، مشهد بديع.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too.
يبدو أن عمل
Seems the work of our
المبتزين.
blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
تركت البلاط في طفولتنا. نفاها والداي من الدوقية. لم أراها منذ ذلك الوقت. هل تظنين أنها متورطة في
Think
الأمر؟
your sister might be involved? Why?
You see,
لما؟
I recall her always being rather...
كانت تنتابها نوبات غضب وغيرة. إن حصلت على شيء لم تحصل
It's
عليه.
normal for sisters. Rivalry.
التنافس.
I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss
كانت
that
تخاف
very
منها.
much.
طيب.
The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys.
أوه.
But I
يبدو أننا في
always
مشكلة
accepted when I
عائلية.
saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen. Or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
لماذا نفيت؟
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was
ملعونة.
cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was
ولدت في لحظة غير مناسبة. قالوا أنه مستها لعنة الشمس السوداء. هل يمكن أن يصبح الإنسان شريرا لأنه ولد في الفترة القمرية الخاطئة؟
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth, isolated.
منعزلون ومنفيون. لم يكن الأمر سهلا على سيانا. طيب. كانت غاضبة من العالم بأسره. كانت تشعر بالدونية وبالألم رغم أنها كانت تخفي هذا بادعائها الثقة والعجرفة. كانت قاسية في بعض الأحيان أيضا.
I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams.
Future in
We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Sienna knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would
أنه
die
سيموت على يد
at
أخيه.
the hands of his
واو.
own brother.
القصة أخذت منحا
Cedric stole
آخر
his father's
مختلف.
sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since. Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Dun's
اكتسبت
hand.
مهمة
This
فحوى
Sienna
جديدة.
said
يجب
you
أن تذهب
must
إلى
find her.
دانتين.
No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape or form.
يجب أن تحرص على ذلك. لا يمكنني أن أعيدك بشيء.
Can't guarantee her safety, unfortunately, especially if she's one of those responsible for these crimes.
Witcher, that was not a request.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclerc.
واو يعرفانه.
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an
Oh,
arrival
wow,
from
wow.
Nazaire.
والتقى
We are lending our
الجمع.
combined resources to the witch's hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
هل يدهشك هذا الأمر؟
Seems surprised. Why?
I never would have suspected Regis to find common ground with a Witcher.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclerc, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing
أن
you've only
تقتل
2
أو تقتل.
to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
طيب.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. What might a monster wish to apologize to a Witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
طبعا هو يوحي إلى القصة. طيب تماما كالبشر.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill
طيب.
it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned...
مواجهة
Nazaire.
حامية جدا.
I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe you're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
كما قلت لقاء غير متوقع إطلاقا وحامي والقصة أخذت منحا مختلف.
Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint.
يا للغرابة.
Highly exceptional, Regis. wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renner.
بمعنى ليس قبل أن يضع يديه على الرجال الذين خطفوا حبيبته رينا. أعرف مكان المبتزين.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renner must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might
هناك
be
أيضا.
involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to
بالضبط.
say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff. Good luck, my friend.
Good luck my friend. إذا سوف نلتقي إلى مهمة جديدة.
Splendidly, Detlav. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out? You have exceptional friends. This Detlav, an intriguing man to say the least.
أمسية مثيرة في كافة الأنحاء.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Oh.
Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill.
طيب.
It stands along the San Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
إذا هنا انتهت مهمة الرجل السنتري، ووصلنا إلى نهاية المهمة وبدأت مهمة جديدة هي مهمة استولي على القلعة أو استولي على القلعة. كما قلت انتهت مهمة الرجل الذي من سنترا وبدأت مهمة جديدة وهي مهمة استولي على القلعة. لنرى الليفل المطلوب 47. إذا نصل بكم إلى نهاية هذه الحلقة من تختيم لعبة ذا ويتشر 3 وايلد هانت اضافة الدم والنبيذ. نلتقي في المهمة القادمة والحلقة القادمة بإذن الله. إلى ذلك الحين استودعكم الرحمن والسلام عليكم ورحمة من الله تعالى وبركاته.